Bitch, I'm untouchable. Can't move the way I move. Do the dead doing 150. You won't catch me in the coop. All these reels they be throwing out won't catch me in the blue. All these niggas standing talking, get that mad about they boo. Bitch, bitch, ass nigga. You can't walk up in these shoes. I'm like a lick match nigga. Lil baby, bad back. I ain't no trick ass nigga. Come and drop that pussy on me for a real ass nigga. Skinny bitch, let's get naked. You know I'm strapped. I ain't dead.
Hello and welcome to USA Podcast. I'm David, your host, and that was All the Don, his latest hit, Untouchable. I want everybody to make sure y'all keep supporting All the Don. Make sure you get his music. Check him out on all social media platforms. He is a very good rapper, and I want everybody to make sure you keep listening to him because you only get him on our channel, USA Podcast. And he's really, really blowing up. So make sure y'all continue to support him. And I'd like to give a shout out to my main man, Clint, his manager. Clint, keep grinding. We really appreciate it. And a special thanks to all of my listeners that tune in and send in questions and support me. I really, really appreciate it. Especially to all the ladies out there. And there's so many I can't name you all, and I'm sorry that I don't mention you all the time, but I really appreciate your support. And to all the fellas that watch religiously and continue to support me, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Today, I want to talk about a trend that's going on out there, and it's basically what's the attraction between an older man and a younger woman, and a younger woman toward an older man. But today we're gonna talk about the older man attraction to the younger woman. Because we always hear about younger women attracted to older men. But I'm here to tell you, older men are attracted to younger women. And we're gonna explore that and see what is the reasons behind that. But before we get started, I want everybody to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And I want everybody to tell me, what do y'all think about this? Because I noticed that I see a lot of older men with younger women these days, and they seem very, very happy. And one of the most notable couples out there is Bill Belichick, who is a professional football coach. He used to be the coach of the New England Patriots, and now he's coaching a college football team, North Carolina. And he's 72 years old, and he have a 24-year-old girlfriend. That's right, girlfriend. And she was a former cheerleader, and they had been dating for a while. So they may have been dating, from reports we have, while she was maybe 22 years old, and he might have been 70. So I want to know what people think about that. Is that too old for a person to be dating someone in their early 20s? But I want to talk about the attraction we older men have toward younger women. And we got to be truthful about it. We see it out there, and so we want to talk about it. And one of the main things, the first thing that makes an older man so much attracted to a younger woman is the physical attractiveness, her youthfulness. You know, as an older person, you seem like you always want the opposite. We always heard opposites attract. Well, in this case, it's true. You know, a man that's older, he wants someone that's a little more energetic than he is. Someone that's gonna give him some new ideas, make him feel younger. And that's what a younger woman does for an older man, especially she's attractive. And that stimulates the old man and the older man, and it helps him get through his days. It energizes him. It makes him look at life a lot different. Attraction and youthfulness is addictive. You know, a younger woman is always up to something, want to do something, not a homebody, want to keep going. And that's what keeps an older man going. You know, that unknown factor. He knowing he have to stay on his toes because the younger woman want to do things. Whereas opposed to an older woman, she'll be a lot more conservative. So that's one of the main reasons, the youthfulness in a younger woman and the attractiveness. And then the fresh energy and excitement that a young woman brings to an older man. We crave excitement. We love things that's thrilling. And that's what we get with a younger woman. A young woman will say anything. And that's what a young man older man likes. A younger woman will do things that an older woman won't do that she may have done when she was younger. And she's forgotten about it. Whereas an older man still like those exciting things. You know, a younger woman could make an adventure out of just driving to the store. You know, I've heard stories of how a young woman, while driving, would perform something exciting and erotic on you while you're driving, whereas an older woman would not even think of that. Whereas older men think of those types of things. Seems like as a man gets older, he gets more hornier. And that's the honest truth. An older man comes into his sex drive later on in life and it be more stronger. Of course, he has it at a young age. But as he gets older, the sex drive increases, especially with a younger woman, while as an older man now at this point in his life is more experimental. He likes more than just the traditional sex. He loves more of the romance, the foreplay, and everything that goes along with it, whereas the younger men have forgotten the art of foreplay. They like to get right to it, whereas now an older man, he appreciates the beauty of a younger woman. He likes to, for a better word, marinate the body, take his time with it, because he know every inch of that young woman is like a delicacy, and he's gonna treat it that way. Dating a younger woman, you don't have as much emotional baggage as you would with an older woman. An older woman, there is more emotional, and men don't like that, especially older men. An older man do not like problems, don't like to be where you have to meet deadlines, or you need to be here, you need to be there, or why you wasn't there, and now it hurts me that we missed out and you didn't call me. All of these types of things older men don't like. And older women is more emotional. They put emotional value on things that means nothing to us. Whereas a younger woman, if you didn't call her, it's not gonna bother her. Whereas the older woman, she's gonna wonder what happened, why you didn't call. May even try to investigate, and argue with you about that. The nagging that goes along with that. See, emotion bring on nagging. Whereas with the younger woman, everything is defined. And it's all about enjoyment and having fun. And that's what older men want. We like to feel masculine. With an older woman want to be more masculine than a man. It takes away a man being vulnerable. And in order to be intimate and for it to really mean something and to get the pleasure that goes along with it out of there, you have to be vulnerable with each other. Whereas with an older woman, an older man is not going to be vulnerable like that with you. Whereas with a younger woman, you're going to let yourself go. You're going to let your feelings be expressed. And that is something that's forgotten about in the older women. Young women, they love to show their feelings. They love to let you know what feels good to them. They are very feminine, and that's what we like more than anything. It seems like the older the women get, the more masculine they get. Whereas the young women know how to be feminine to a man, and that's what another thing that makes a man more attracted to a younger woman these days is that fact that she allows the man to be a man and to be masculine. Men are masculine and love to be dominant and in control. And the younger woman don't have a problem with that. She loves being submissive to her man. where the older woman want to be dominant, want to be the man of the relationship, want to give the orders, have the nerve to even want to tell the man to shut up, to be quiet, that she running things, I'm doing this. And don't know, a man don't like that. And all you're doing is just making it easy for a man to go to a younger woman and not have to put up with all of that. See, the power dynamics is very, very important because a man is supposed to be in charge. And a real woman knows that. And if you have a real man, there should be no argument about who's the leader of the relationship. There's no co-leadership, nowhere. But the older women think that, which drives them away, drive the older men away from them, drive them toward younger women. And a lot of times you will say that the older man is being a sugar daddy to the younger woman and thinking that is a reason for the older man to not do the things he do for the younger woman. Well, I got news for you. An older man don't mind spending money on a younger woman, especially if that younger woman is treating him right. That's what money is for. Money is a tool to use to get what you want. And we don't mind pampering a beautiful young woman. That's our pleasure. And another thing that we find so attractive in a younger woman is a younger woman won't criticize you the way an older woman will. An older woman looking to correct you, criticize you at every point to try to prove she's right. It's a battle to see who's the man of the relationship when you're dealing with an older woman. And they have no clue that a man don't like that. And even though a man may appease them by letting them have their way, he's gonna go have his way with a younger woman because he's not gonna put up with that. So when the older woman thinking she's winning something by getting over in an argument, over talking a man, nagging him, and doing all the things that an older man don't want, she's just driving him into the arms of a younger woman who don't do all of those things. The criticism and the nagging is something that you won't get out of a younger woman. You're gonna get out of her, yes, daddy, how you doing, daddy? That's what we wanna hear. The older woman won't even call you daddy. Men love to be called daddy. And that's another reason why we enjoy younger women. And let's not bring up the sexual chemistry and sex drive that a younger woman will have. A younger woman is more adventurous. She's more hot-blooded. She's gonna keep you stimulated. And she don't mind trying new things. You see, she's very open-minded. Younger women are more open-minded than older women. There's some things that a man is afraid to even bring up to an older woman, and sexually, because a lot of women are so conservative, and a lot of them, they just have that attitude where they're so unapproachable about certain subjects. And you wouldn't dare put yourself out there like that with them because you know the type of person the older woman may be. Whereas with a younger woman, any type of fantasies or whatever that's in your head, it's all fair game to talk about, and she's not gonna be upset about anything. She's gonna encourage the conversation. She's gonna let the man lead the conversation and lead in the bedroom. Whereas with the older woman, it is a task to even get her to the bedroom. And then if you happen to get her there, it's gonna take you hours to warm her up. Now, I'm just kidding a little bit about that, but what I'm saying is this, is that a younger woman is more exciting in the bedroom than an older woman. A younger woman is more willing to try different positions. Or a younger woman will be willing to try your fantasies. See, a lot of this is important to men, but older women don't see it, but the younger women do, which makes them so fascinating and attractive to older men. See, it's more than just a beauty. It's the fact that they're willing to do the things that an older woman won't do, that we still require as a man. And remember, the man is the leader of the relationship. You know, I was talking to a friend of mine that he's an older man and he has a older woman around his age, and he has a ex-wife, and he has kids with her, but they're not together. That's his ex-wife. Well, the woman he's with has never been married and no kids, but she's an older woman. Well, he had to go do something for his kids, and the older woman went left, argued about it, and went to investigating the guy, his ex-wife, trying to tell him things about her that, like he didn't know, that she's involved with a guy that's this, that, and all of that type of stuff, all of that nagging, trying to prove that she's smart, that I'm smarter than you. I'm going to show you something that you don't know. Don't know. All that did was show your true colors. See, that's what men don't like. We don't need a woman telling us what to do. And that's what a lot of older women try to do. They want to be the leader of the man. They want to wear the pants, and they want to act like a man. And then they expect a man to tolerate that when he has these beautiful young women who's attracted to him that would love to treat him like the man, treat him like a king, because that's in a woman's nature. The younger women knows that. A lot of the older women grew up in single parent homes that have shaped ideas about men because a man was not there for them. So now they have something in it, something against men. And they don't even give a man a chance. That's why they try to be the man, because that's how they grew up, as being that type of person. Young women, they won't nag you. That's a big no. They won't correct you on just simple things. Whereas an older woman want to correct you every chance she get. You can't talk to an older woman about sex the way you can a younger woman. They are not as open-minded. They are too controlling. Whereas a younger woman is not going to be controlling. She have things to do herself. And that's why older men like young women, they're not going to be around you all the time bugging you, because they have a life. And they're going to go out and party and do the things they want to do, which we like. We want them to enjoy their youth and do those things like that. Go out, and show off your beautiful body. See, that's another thing. The art of beauty, the older women, they become more conservative with that. Whereas the younger woman is going to do what we want. They're going to wear the sexy clothes. They're going to boost your ego. It's almost like a status symbol. You got your young woman, you doing good. They always say, you need the opposite of what you are. So if you're kind of boring, you need somebody exciting that's gonna stimulate you. It's gonna make your life exciting. And that's where the young woman come in, that fascination. You look into a young woman's eyes and she's looking at you, and you can tell the chemistry's there. She feels that she has a protector. She has a daddy. She has a man, a boyfriend, someone that can take care of her and her kids. And we like doing that. See, older men don't mind taking care of a woman's kids, a young woman's kid, because most likely her baby daddy's not about nothing. The young men these days, either they locked up, they're on drugs, they're not working. They just menaces to society, and that's not all young men. But the men in their 20s to 35, you have a lot of the men right now, and this is all races, that are not living up to their potential. And that means a lot of the young women, they don't have time for men to not knowing what they want to do with their life, so they look toward the older man. And the older man is looking for excitement right now. And he finds it with a younger woman. And this is the honest truth on why older men like younger women. That is the attraction. You know, you never see old women in the strip club. You know, after a certain age, you're no longer stripper material as far as what people want to see. It's a young woman's game. Men always love the exotic adventure or the allurement of exotic dancing. Young women love to exotic dance for their man. They love that. Men love watching that. You can tell that a young woman, when you get home, I want you to get out of all your clothes and cook me something to eat. And she's gonna tell you, yes, daddy. You mention that to an older woman, she's gonna look at you like you're crazy. You see, you can't be yourself around an older woman as you get older. Because if you tell her the type of things on your mind, she's gonna think you just a dirty old man, which is far from the truth. That means you're a healthy man that still have a healthy sex drive. But you're afraid to talk to her about it because at this point she is so caught up in worldly things that she done neglected her womanly duties. So you won't even ask her the things that you would ask your young girlfriend. And a lot of times you don't even have to ask her these things because she know what to do. She know how to satisfy daddy, whereas the old woman don't. So see, right now, it is a handicap race. The older women, they may think they're getting their way by arguing with the man. But you just drive him right into his girlfriend's arms, which is right up his alley. Because once you get older as a man, you don't want to tolerate nothing, especially coming from an older woman that's getting on your nerves. And I'm just going to be straight because this is life and this is reality. It's coming from a man. And most men won't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this because it's the truth. Older men like younger women. And if you're an older woman and you have a man and you treated him bad, if he run across a younger woman, it's over. You saw what happened on a movie Hall of Nights. Once that guy got with that young woman, he called his family and said, hey, tell mommy I'm not coming home. And that's just how older men look at it. You know, older woman to say, hey, you can go on about your business. I don't want you. Good, because that young woman won't. So when we talk about this attraction between an older man and a younger woman toward an older man, I can tell you, from the man point of view, yes, we are just as attracted to younger women as the younger women are attracted to the older man. And those are some of the reasons why the younger women know how to keep themselves looking sexy, exciting. They don't nag. They make a man feel masculine. They let him be in control. They are submissive. The things that we crave in a woman, we get from the younger woman. So, you heard it here, the unfiltered truth, the attraction that older men have toward younger women. This is David from USA Podcast. Thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you on my next episode. Thank you very much. And remember, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you.